My wife begged me to save our marriage, after lying and cheating behind my back. Well, my life has been a wild ride for the past couple years and I need some advice. I am on the brink of divorce, of my choosing, but my wife is trying her hardest to convince me to give her one more shot. Our story could fill a couple novels at this point, but I'll try to give the condensed version. The only reason I am posting this is because she has made me think that I would be doing the right thing by giving her another shot, that anyone else in my shoes would give their wife another chance. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on whether she deserves another chance, if the marriage is salvageable, or if enough is enough and it is time to move on. The condensed story: my wife and I have been together for about 15 years, but married for only about 5 of those. We have an 11-year-old son. Things haven't been great for a while. She met a married guy and they started messaging, said it was just friendly and she was sort of open about it, or at least honest about the parts she wanted to share. Turns out he and his wife, we can call them Jack and Jill, dabbled in swinging and Jack and my wife started talking about that lifestyle. Pretty soon she was approaching me about swinging with them. I didn't want to at first. I told her that there was a very small chance this would help our relationship and a much greater chance it would ruin us completely. She basically told me that she wanted to pursue it and I needed to get on board. I should also say that there has been quite a bit of degrading and emotional abuse. I have done my part, but she openly admits that she does much more of it. She gets angry easily and will lash out at me. She would regularly yell at me, call me names, and pick at my weaknesses in a degrading way. This sometimes happened in front of our son. So, I thought that the relationship was nearing divorce. She was pushing to try swinging and it would either break us completely or maybe help us. So I went along with it. We started getting to know them and became good friends. There was a group chat where some dirty photos would be sent, but otherwise it was pretty vanilla in the swinging area. The sex between my wife and I did get better during this time. Things went fine, mainly as 4 friends that flirted, for quite a while. We had one night where things got pretty close to actually swinging, but we each stayed with our spouses. Then things started to sour between my wife and Jack. Soon, there was a dislike between them that we all could see and feel. I was fine being around everyone and she was still good friends with Jill. Then she told me she had a sexting, video, and occasional kissing/feeling up affair behind my back and Jill's back. I asked her several times if more happened between them. She looked me in the eyes and promised me that nothing else happened. She said that there was no real fooling around and they just got a little carried away. That she was doing it for our marriage and the other guy just wanted to screw her. He was the bad guy, she was deceived. This definitely hurt. I thought I was friends with this guy. She pushed me to do things with him to be better friends. They were taking what was said to be a swinging thing and making it about them. She told me this when she saw that I was still friends with him despite her and Jack's fallout. I don't think she told me because she felt morally obligated, but because she wanted me to be mad at Jack and no longer friendly with him. About 8 months go by and I'm basically over what I thought was fairly minor cheating. After all, we were both seeing how this swinging thing would go, even if I went into it begrudgingly. However, things were worse between my wife and I. She had gotten to the point where any little thing would set her off. I was yelled at and degraded regularly. I am pretty laid back normally, but I was resentful and would snap back at her when she started poking at my weaknesses. Then I find something that makes it clear more had happened between them. I ask her about it, she denies it. I tell her that I know more and she needs to come clean, she refuses. I finally tell her that I know what she did and if she doesn't come clean I'm leaving her. She finally admits to giving him head and fooling around behind my back and Jill's back. She said that was it though, and admitted to a couple occasions. At this point, I didn't believe her anymore. Things got pretty bad. I remember her telling me that she told me everything she was going to tell me and if I didn't believe her, I should be a man and confront Jack. A couple months go by and I do just that. Jack either felt bad about the situation or he didn't like her to the point he wanted to hurt her. Turns out she was still lying to me. There were more times where they were together. She had also told Jack about a previous affair that she had years in the past. So here we are. She has admitted that what Jack told me about what she did with Jack is true. She admits to telling Jack about a previous affair but says it was just a story and denies it actually happened. She says she made it up to keep up with his stories and prove she was experienced enough in that world. I tell her I am done and am going to file for divorce. She has flipped a 180 on our relationship. She tells me how I am the only one she has ever loved, that she would never sleep with anyone else, and she turned down Jack several times when it came to that. This part won't believe. She says couples work through infidelity all the time and I just need to try, if nothing else, for our son. I don't believe her. She has admitted to lying to me so many times now. I don't trust her and have a hard time seeing how I could ever trust her again. To top it all off, she was controlling and abusive for many years. But she is begging me for another chance, an opportunity for her to show me she has changed. What do you think? Should I believe her about previous affair Jack mentioned? Do people ever really get over betrayal like this that is wrapped in constant lies? Is the cheating and the emotional abuse enough for me to walk away? Is the old saying, once a cheater, always a cheater, true in situations like this? I feel lost. On one hand, I am hurt and feel betrayed. On the other, we have a son together and I do see that she is truly hurting. I know her world is dissolving and she is really pressing me to give her another chance. Any advice would be appreciated.